Well, welcome to the Sola San Diego podcast, episode number 11. It is Tuesday. I got Haley here on my right.
Hello.
We got Rachelle and Jason on the podcast today.
Hello.
How are you guys doing today?
Hello. Doing well.
Doing well.
Doing
Thanks
good.
for coming on. I'm going to pull up some things here. First of all, what's your intro? What's your story? Go through and, tell us a little bit about yourselves.
So I started cosmetology school 2 weeks after I graduated high school, and I've worked at 4 salons. I worked at Fantastic Sam's. I worked at Guy LaRue.
Okay.
Was not even there for 24 hours before I was fired. And then
For what?
I applied as an assistant, and they said that it was going to be too much work.
Okay.
It was going to be too hard on the salon to train me.
Yeah. Oh.
You said that so sweetly, and then I just got fired.
And
I
just got
almost
fired.
didn't recognize
I know.
No.
You just wanted to slip that in a little
Yeah.
bit. Yeah.
Oh no, 1,000%. I went to my mom's work. I was crying. I was like, I'm in the wrong field. I'm not meant to be a hairstylist. I'll never be better than Fantastic Sam's. And I held a lot of resentment to it for a very long time.
Mm-hmm.
But then seeing where I'm at now, working at Sola and being really happy and getting to do whatever I want when I want, getting to hang out with people I really adore. It's always a nice reminder because it always pops up on my time hop, and I always want to write them a letter and be like, thanks for almost destroying my life. It worked out.
Yeah, seriously.
Oh my God.
And then I worked at HS Salon for about 4 years, and then I went out on my own. So I guess I worked at a few more salons. Worked at Head Over Hill Salon, which was this grandma salon.
Nice.
The nearest person closest to my age was Trisha.
Okay. Who's Trisha?
She's a girl that also works at Sola.
Trisha, we're sorry.
All the Clairemont people will know.
I know.
Yes, yeah. Well, she's also very quiet. A lot of people probably don't even know who she is.
Aw.
But she's super sweet. And then we actually moved into Sola together
Okay.
Oh, okay.
in 2000. When did Sola open?
Why are you looking at me?
Because you need to know.
We should know.
What year is it?
I don't know.
So
This is
it's
before
year
I
6.
started.
It's year 6.
Yeah. 2000.
So it opened in
17?
Yeah, opened in April, and then we started in October.
Yes, I started in July.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Love it.
And then
Sweet.
here I am now
On the podcast.
on the podcast.
Yeah. Jason, what about you? How'd you start? What's your story?
I grew up in Vista, and I needed to find a career and something to do. So I went to beauty school in Oceanside, 1993. Graduated 94 and started my first job in Escondido at a salon called Angles, Colors, Cuts, and Perms.
Okay.
I assisted for a really cool cat named Gregory Blomberg, and he taught me hair color. I assisted with them for 6 months until one of the other colorists had quit. And one day I found out that I got thrown on the floor and started doing clients that day.
Nice.
Finished my training up there. We opened a new salon in Fashion Valley called Collection Salon and Day Spa.
Okay.
I headed up the color department and ran 3 chairs, had a couple of assistants.
Wow.
Worked there about 7 years, then went out on my own.
Nice.
And worked at a place called Sea Spa, was there for about a year. Then I moved to another salon called Model Call, was there about 14 years in Hillcrest.
Oh, wow.
And then over to a small shop in El Cajon Boulevard for about 3-4 years with a place called Isaac Roberts. And then found
You've been
Sola.
all over. You're the traveling man down into San Diego. You know?
It's true. I do miss walking to and from work. That's the only bummer. But anyway, that's what led me to Sola, and I love where I am. It's really great not having managers, owners, running my own show.
For sure. How do you guys know each other? How did you guys kind of link up? Because I know we brought you guys on the podcast together because you guys are the best of friends, but I don't know the story about how this happened.
The empty room across from me all of a sudden had one person in it one day, and then there were 2 people in it, then 3, then 4, then 5, and before I knew it, they were all sitting on the floor, and I thought, who's the cute girl with the great hat on?
Oh, that's you. Okay.
Me.
Enter Rachelle.
Spoiler alert.
Enter Rachelle. So,
Yeah. We're neighbors, and he was very upset when I moved into my bigger studio.
Oh, you left him.
Yeah.
I left. Well, it's not even that I left him. I took his dog away from him.
Oh.
it's really about the dog.
Yeah, so if you guys don't know, I bring my dog to work every day. You know,
Yes.
the one that's constantly barking,
Yeah.
being a horrible
I love that. I love
His
that
name's
dog.
Meestone. He's adorable.
He's our salon manager. That's
Yeah.
what he's known in Clairemont as.
He is a cute boy.
He's a cute boy. So you guys were across the hall from each other, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. And then you moved into a bigger studio, like kind of just down the hall, and
Literally down the hall.
but separation anxiety none the same,
3 studios away.
Well, she gave me a new visual line, so when I'm not wanting to look at my client and I look out the window, she's no longer there. I stare at curtains. Yeah, exactly. That's what I say. Oh.
How rude.
And during Christmas, not last year, but the year before, like that fake snow you could put on, I put it all over my window trying to be festive. And
Yeah.
Jason came over with a towel and he put a circle so he could see the dog.
It's a little window to see the dog.
A little clarity between the blizzard. I mean, I wanted to see the dog.
Yeah. Who can blame you? you know?
Right.
Yeah.
Do you guys hang out outside of Sola or just?
Not as much as we'd want to. So we
Life.
have. Well, there really is no reason why we don't. I mean, we do have busy lives, but we don't live far from each other.
It's
And
true.
You guys are in the
Honestly, that's
salon
how
a
I
lot
feel.
too, so.
Right.
And we have the same days off too.
Oh, perfect.
So there's really no reason why we don't hang out more. We have, and we've had an absolute great time.
Yeah.
Had a great time with Jason and his husband Eric, and
Who also works in Sola?
He's my next door neighbor.
That is so awesome. Yeah, I love that too.
So you guys see each other a lot. I'm just kidding.
We're pretty much never apart. I mean, he's not here today,
You're like going to work. You just get in the car, carpooling over.
but it works. Only one car, it's
For sure.
It's real good.
100%.
And he cuts all my clients, so it's great.
Oh, nice.
He does cuts, you do color.
He cuts hair, I color hair. I have always just colored hair. Been trained in hair cutting, but I've always relied on other stylists and other people to cut my clients.
Yeah,
Oh, that's nice.
that's awesome. Do you mind? Yeah, go for it.
well, they're both extremely amazing at what they do. They're so detailed in their cutting and coloring.
Yeah.
It would be too much talent if you guys could do both of those.
My brain can't handle more than one thing at a time. Hair cutting is very rigid, and I'm not a very rigid person.
Yeah.
I want to throw paint at things. It's far more fun.
Yeah.
Straight lines,
Hate it.
sharp objects.
So it sounds like you and Eric are very opposite.
Oh, very much
Oh my
so.
God.
Very much so. 27 years we've been together, and it's
Oh my
been
gosh,
opposite
congratulations.
the whole
That's
time.
freaking
Yeah,
amazing.
pretty wild.
Opposite the whole time.
Jason's like super like,
Friction's important.
yeah, it is. But Jason's like more like social and talkative and like let's go do things, and Eric's more like I have to grab something out of his room, he's like, just go grab Eric's stool. I'm like, am I allowed to?
Are you sure?
Am I okay?
Am I okay? Will I
I'm
be?
like, I'll like have a box from him. I'm like, hey, is it okay if I bring the box inside? He's like, yeah. I was like, thank you. Okay, thank you.
Boundaries, kids. I'm
Boundaries.
learning healthy boundaries. It's
Yeah.
something I've never been good at. I take everything in, and I get myself in trouble.
Yeah,
It's important to have boundaries, right?
for sure.
They're
Yeah.
very important.
I'm learning that as almost a wedding, as almost a married man, still learning.
Tries his best.
Yeah, try my best. You guys mind if we do a little bottomless mimosa segment
Yeah,
going
let's
on?
do
Yeah,
it.
we got our mimosas going, and we're gonna play a little game here.
Where's
Cheers,
yours?
cheers,
Cheers,
to
everyone.
the
Wait, no,
to the
it's
everyone.
bad. It's bad luck.
It is bad luck.
Oh no.
There you go. Pour some coffee in that.
Cheers.
Yo, cheers. Thanks, guys. We're gonna play a little game. We're gonna play Who's the, and whoever you guys say, if it is consensual, like if it's like we're picking Rachelle as this, she has to take a sip.
Okay.
Okay.
I might
If
need
it's
I
Jason,
might need a
you
little
might
bit
need a
more
little
drink.
bit more, a little
Yeah.
more drink.
Oh,
Hit me.
Here.
The
yeah.
questions.
Careful.
Oh,
we
here,
have
I got
lots
you.
of Technology.
I know.
I'm just like
seriously,
pouring it up.
It's a write-off.
So this is a really serious segment. So like no laughing, no smiling, like none
Yep.
of the above.
Do you know who we are?
Yeah, literally, you guys cannot have fun during this.
No
That is
fun.
completely illegal.
That's
All right.
actually something that we love saying at Sola. Whenever
Yeah.
we hear someone laughing and being loud, we'll go over and be like, "Excuse me, you're being way too loud and you're having way too much fun. This is a place of business. Please
We
control
don't
your
do
laughter."
that here.
Control.
All right,
love that.
bottomless mimosa segment. Question 1: Who's the loudest?
I don't know. I think that's a toss-up.
It's a toss-up. for
It's a
sure.
toss-up.
All right.
Cheers it,
We're
cheers
both-
it,
we're both really
cheers
loud.
and move on.
All right. Who has the dirtier studio?
Oh, me. Me.
By the end of the evening, Rachelle's room looks like it was rode hard and left wet.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Right.
Oh, yeah. It's awful. I always get, and when I leave, when I'm done at the end of the day, like I'm done. Like I leave and I get early the next day and clean it, but like it's never up to Jason's standard ever.
Like tomorrow.
You could use curtains.
Oh, yeah. And there's like
Or
no
the,
shame
the
either.
snow-covered glass.
As long as
You're
it doesn't
you're
cover the
bad.
dog. As long as it doesn't cover the
I'm gonna
dog.
peek through.
Yeah.
So I'm reading this question, and this could be taken in multiple ways, but who's the dirtier person?
Dirtier as far as like cleanliness or as far as mentality?
I think
Well, we just asked you about the
meant
studio, so how about the other one?
All right, so we'll go mentality.
That's a
That
tough,
also might be
that's a tough toss up. I think
Cheers and
Rachelle
move
and I
on.
are very equal in that
All
regard.
right.
But
Cheers
you
to
always
that.
wear more provocative shirts, though.
You,
With, like, your
you
man
look
on
more
man.
provocative in your shirts.
Oh, all right.
I know you sent us an
Touche,
accidental
touche.
photo the other day.
Oh my god, that was
That
so
shit was so
embarrassing.
Can we talk about that real quick?
I like feel my cheeks turning red. Just
Rachelle
wanted
was
to
going
look
out
cute to
and-
go to a bachelorette party and was very happy with my outfit. And Jason was texting me at the same time and then texted the group chat text with Haley, Andrew, and all of us. And I posted the photo of me looking cute in my outfit. And then Haley responded. And of course, I don't have my glasses on, so I think it's Jason. And then come to the realization way later
But
Yeah.
it's all of us.
that it's all of it.
I was
didn't
I was
really
on my
think
bachelor
twice.
trip and I was like, oh, she does look nice. And then
Nice, Andrew, nice.
approved. Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, I was like, oh, cool, this looks good. Yeah.
Shit's hilarious.
All right, who texts more during work?
Oh, Rachelle, hands down.
Really?
Oh.
Texting, actually, yes, because Jason's always over here. He's like, okay, so, hi, Allison. Allison, I'll be right there, okay? I'll be right there.
Oh, technology these days.
All right, I'll take it. I text more.
You get it.
All right, who would kill more zombies in an apocalypse?
Oh, definitely Rachelle.
Yeah, me.
Dang,
Yeah.
you're
Definitely
killing it.
You're-
Rachelle. Definitely Rachelle, yeah.
We gotta get some Jason questions.
I
here.
know.
She plays the video games. She loves shooting people.
Hell
She's
yeah.
got a great eye. She grew up in
Hell
Lakeside.
Yeah, I'm from East County, so like, I grew up
East
shooting.
County shooter.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right,
Truth.
who has more booze in their salon fridge?
That's Rachelle as well.
Jeez Louise.
That's Rachelle.
It's like we
as well.
wrote these for
It's
you.
true.
So my studio, I call it the second break room because I have coffee, drinks, and dog.
Hot
So-
tea.
Hot tea, coffee, whatever you want. So everyone's constantly coming in and out. And Kelsey is actually the one where she'll come in and she's like, I need water. So she'll just take waters.
Yeah.
Then she'll refill them way later. But she's always like, I'm having a tough day. I need a White Claw. Do you mind if I take 2? Go for it, Kelsey. Okay. I'll replace these later.
Thanks.
All right, cool.
We always need someone like that.
Oh yeah.
All right, who's more likely to have a body in their basement?
Oh, Jason.
Yeah.
That's probably true.
Let's
probably
go.
true.
Let's go.
Probably
We
true.
got him.
But it would actually be in my garden and I'd use it. I wouldn't just keep it in the basement.
Of course.
Things
of course.
stink after a
Yeah,
while.
use it as fertilizer.
Absolutely.
Perfect.
Love it. Then
Yeah.
it's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who's more likely to be late?
Neither of us.
Yeah, neither of us.
They're both super
we're both
timely.
Ridiculously
Hey,
early.
we'll drink then.
All right.
Wait, like running.
We're pretty
Cheers.
late.
How's this? I get to work about 45 minutes before my first client. Rachelle gets there sometimes an hour.
Yeah,
sometimes.
usually,
Dang.
yeah.
Depends on the
Love
dog.
that. Depends
And
on the
isn't
dog.
that a hairdresser thing? Like a beauty industry person is like very time driven or no?
No.
Oh, it's not a thing.
I used to
No.
work at a salon where the manager, like her clients wouldn't even know if she's coming in. She would come in like
It's
an
true.
hour. They'd be waiting like an hour, and then she called me. She's like, "Yeah, I'm just not going to come to work today."
Most hairdressers are running last minute and hoping to.
Is it because of the coffee?
Yeah!
They're the Starbucks line.
I don't know what it is, but
It could be
it
the
drives me
traffic.
insane.
It could be the who knows. They've got lots of excuses.
I have a friend that shows up late. Oh, sorry, I'm late. He pulls out like his lunch. He just went to like
Stop it.
Chick-fil-A or so. I'm like, you're late because you just stopped at a few places, not because of traffic. Come on.
I'm like one of those people, like I get up at 6:30 every day, but like somehow I'm still late at like 9 a.m. Like I'm like, what have you been doing this whole time?
Yeah,
Hey,
right,
as long as you're
You've been
consistent,
awake,
I think
like-
consistency is key. I mean, if you're consistent, at least we know that about you, Haley.
Yeah.
And we
Thank you.
know Haley
Thank you.
will be there. It just maybe
Just
a minute.
maybe a little bit.
And then
yeah.
I'll have like anxiety because I'm late, you know, and then I'm like, it's just like I like to
Same.
torture myself.
And do you yell at everybody on the freeway because it was their fault you're running behind?
Yeah, I'm like,
That's classic San Diego right there.
Yeah, well, it's there's routines, right? Like, so like I said, I keep my studio very dirty at
Sure.
the very end of the
Yeah.
day. Don't like to clean, so I like to get there early, like clean everything, get everything set up. Have to have my coffee. I have to bullshit with everyone. You know, it's like I want to have
Yeah.
time to kill versus
yeah.
I'm now running behind, and like you said, the anxiety kicks
Yeah.
up, and then
Yeah.
the adrenaline starts going, and
I'm
then it's just down.
sweating
It's
by the time I
downhill
get
from
there.
there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the
Yeah.
the sweating.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Hate
Now,
it.
Rachelle definitely says it's about cleaning, but I disagree. I think Rachelle's very busy hustling the hallways first thing in the morning to make sure she can get
After
caught
I
up
clean.
with everyone.
Yeah.
After I clean, and then I need to know how everyone else is doing. Maybe
Oh,
I'm
that's
the
the
mom.
purpose. You're
Maybe
genuinely
I'm the
concerned.
mom.
She just became the mom today.
You're the mom. You're the mom. You're the
You're the
salon mom.
watcher. You're the watcher.
I'm the
You're
rat.
the watcher in the nose.
I'm
if
the
you want to
rat.
know something,
Yeah.
ask Rachelle.
Yeah, I'm the
Okay.
rat. I like know everyone's business.
used
Everyone
to
likes
be
to
the
tell me
rat.
their.
I like
I'm
that.
the rat, but everyone likes to tell me their business, and I'm like, oh my god, please have a seat. Would you like some coffee? Like,
It's true.
tell me
They all
more.
trust you.
She's who
Make
I
yourself
go
at
to.
home.
She's who I go to if I want to know what's going on in the salon. Who's leaving? Where can I get a window room?
Yep.
What's happening?
Yeah, I don't know who's moving into Diana's spot now.
You're falling behind.
I know.
Falling
Well, I don't have any information.
Dang.
I know.
Behind.
Dang.
Do you guys know?
No?
No.
I think it's an outsider. I don't think it's someone we know. Yeah, I know.
Outsiders.
Hopefully they don't suck.
Yeah.
I'm going to
Accept
find someone
them.
that really sucks. On
We already have
purpose.
someone. I don't think you could top that.
Nobody sucks. You all are great.
You all are amazing. We love you. We love you, Clairemont.
But I get it, you know. You guys have a vibe. We got to keep the vibe going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, last two of these. Who has more tats?
Jason.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Well, I don't know. Take your clothes off. I've not seen all of you. I don't know.
We are actually going to Palm Springs in a couple months, so
We'll
find
let
out.
you know
We'll
in
let
a
you know
month.
who
Yeah,
has.
send
In a month.
pics.
Okay.
We'll take a photo and tag you guys in it.
Yeah.
We'll send in the group text.
Send in the group text and say it was an accident, please.
We're like, he has 62, she has
Oh
49.
no. Oh no, we
All right.
accidentally sent it.
Adding on to the tat one, who's more likely to get a drunk tat? Just random drunk tat.
Probably Rachelle, because I don't drink very much.
I don't drink that much either anymore.
Still, she would be more likely to make a
All
bad
right,
decision.
Okay,
5
okay,
years
bad
ago.
Rachelle.
I've actually never gotten a drunk tattoo.
Oh.
Impressive.
No, now I have booked an appointment when I was in Aruba, and me and my coworker were. It was the last day I was working, and we just got like hammered that day, and like lots of party, lots of extra activities that we did, and then we got the tattoos, but all of that was planned sober.
Okay.
Everything was drawn out, deposit was down. So
Impressive.
You drink.
that's stupid.
Well, Haley has a. What did you say on the last podcast? You had a. What's your?
Here we go again,
What's your
calling me
stupid
out.
tattoo?
Yeah, come on, Haley.
Come on. Now we brought it up.
Okay, I was 15 and I got a stick and poke on my butt, okay?
Oh!
That's amazing.
I think Haley should drink.
15, okay?
That's amazing.
Stick and poke on your butt.
I know.
Yeah.
Was that on your butt or
On my butt, yeah.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, ooh, I could hide this from my dad. Cool.
Yeah, so cool. Yeah. It's not just a phase, Dad. I have multiple stick and pokes on my butt.
I've always wanted to get rocks on my foot so I could kick rocks.
Andrew's gonna, oh, that's a good one.
That's a good one.
Andrew's gonna call me out on that on every podcast.
No, this is the last
Yeah.
one. This is the final one, but only because we brought up tats.
True. All right, back to where we were. We want to know, it doesn't have to be Sola, but what was your biggest salon drama? Keep it anonymous, if you can.
Assistant came to. I had an assistant when I was working at a salon, we'll say, and he repetitively would come to work on drugs.
Ooh.
Ooh.
And we had lots of talks, but that was probably the most traumatic full day schedule where I needed somebody with me, and I had to send him home because he was a hot mess.
Yikes.
Oh my gosh.
That was the end.
Yikes.
That was the end of my
That's kinda
assisting for
awkward.
people. No babies, no children, no thank you.
What's the craziest client interaction you've ever had? in your studio? It could be prior to Sola.
I had a client that refused to leave my chair.
Oh.
So I left. And
No way.
She stayed there about an hour because I think she thought I was really going to come back. Long story short, she was a new client to me, and she came in for a makeover. Older lady. I was happy to do her hair, but as I was sitting there, I was trying to get to know her, and she had asked me, or I had asked her where she had moved from, and she said Chicago. And I said, why did you move from Chicago? And she said that the porch monkeys were taking over.
Oh.
Whoa.
Yeah, wait, hold on. With that said, I didn't really know at the time what that meant. So she was a little rough. I went back to the color room and I was mixing color. And while I was back there, I asked one of the other fellow stylists what that meant.
Oh.
And once they explained to me what it meant, I had to walk back out and ask her to leave. And then she got a little indignant and said, I have an appointment. You have to do my hair. I said, I don't have to do anything. I told her I was leaving. She said, no, you're not leaving. I said, yes, I am leaving. Watch me.
Oh,
This wasn't in Sola, right?
No, this was at when I was working at Model Call Salon.
Okay.
Wow.
So that was
my
one client. She
gosh.
stayed there for quite a while, but she really thought she owned me and thought she was going to tell me what to do, and that just
Wow.
wasn't working.
Good for you.
Yeah, good for you. That is unexcusable.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's a can you top
People
that?
can be nasty. People can be nasty.
No,
actually
People can be
insane.
nasty.
No, because like when we move on to a different topic that you have, like that's part of the problem is it's very difficult for me to like. That's a lot. That's a lot to take on. That takes a lot of like courage to be like, hey, like what you said like really bothered me, and like I'm refusing service at this point.
Yeah.
Like I think that takes a lot. So good for you.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, and that's something I
I'd
do
be
have
on my
standards
phone.
and
I'd be on my
boundaries.
phone later, being like, "So what you said was it completely inappropriate?" And
Yeah, you'd be
we're
texting.
going forward. We are never seeing each other ever again.
So you breaking up over text?
1000%,
Yeah,
1000%, always. I have like this nice little thing that I say, and like,
She's got it saved in
The
notes.
canned and
copy,
notes.
copy and paste.
Yeah.
Insert name here.
1000%.
Damn.
I'm like,
If
it's,
I ever get the copy paste, I don't know.
I know.
Yeah. Sucks.
it's like the name from the previous person. You're like, oh shit, and you put a star and you put like Andrew.
Oh man, I've done that before. I think.
So my craziest one was I had a client that had been with me for over 10 years, and she's older. She recently passed away. She was in her 90s, and like her and her husband have a very, very unhealthy relationship.
Oh, no.
And they came to Sola, and like very, very frail old lady, okay, very frail, and her husband older but not frail. And she comes in and she's like kind of crying, and she has her walker, and we like get to my studio, and I haven't even shut the door yet, right? So it's like I'm right here, the door's right here, they're right here, and they just start screaming at each other.
Oh.
Oh no.
And I was like so embarrassed, and I didn't know what to do because I was like, Patty, is everything okay? And he's like, oh, she's just having a bad day. And she's like, I'm having a bad day because you hit me. You punched me right in the stomach. And he's like, well, Patty, before you start being dramatic, do you want to explain to Rachelle why you made me hit you? And I was like, whoa. Then they start screaming at each other, and like, and I'm like, do I cut in front of them and shut the door? Like, what do I do?
Oh my God.
And he ended up leaving, and I was like, look, like obviously, like I don't feel comfortable with you going home. I like had offered to take her home and stuff, and I was like, I think, do we need to call the cops? Is there somewhere else you can stay? Like I went through everything, and they ended up like, no, everything's fine. Like he says he's gonna go to therapy, and
Wow.
Oh my God.
That's scary.
At that age, I don't know if you can just turn around and go to therapy.
No.
I
You're gonna shut your
know.
whole thing.
85 years old. I'm gonna go to therapy. I'm gonna
well, and you know, like being in this industry, you just see how some people do things, and you're like, oh, that's such a great example. And then you see how other people do things, and you're like, bro, fuck that. Like, there's no way. So when they retired, they had to stay together.
Yeah.
Like that was it. They couldn't divorce,
Financially.
nothing. They financially needed to stay together. And And I was like,
That's kind of sad.
I know.
The intimacy we're exposed to is pretty wild. It's
Yeah.
really wild, the
Yeah.
things that we're exposed to and the things that people share with us and bring us into.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And expect us just to be okay with it all.
Yeah.
Well, the rat's okay with it, right? I'm just like, oh, tell me more.
Any closing
Oh my
remarks?
God, and you were scared. You were
Not scared.
nervous.
Oh,
he
I
was
still
nervous.
to this day have never listened to a podcast. It's very new and modern. Give me
Sure,
TV
sure.
and music. What the hell is this?
Sure.
You have a great voice for podcasts.
I know.
Very
That's some
sexy.
great stuff.
Yes.
Did you ever, were you ever one of those people that they would call for the sex hotline?
No, Rachelle, that was your job.
Love it. Well, thank you guys so much for coming on. We appreciate you guys.
Thank you
and
so much.
Yeah, thank you for having us.
as always, make sure you like and comment and subscribe on YouTube, and we will see you guys in the next one. Appreciate it.
Peace.
Bye.